Good morning, how are we all doing? So, it's been 2 days since the New Forest Rattler Marathon and I'm out for a long run. I was due to do 15, however, I'm still a bit tired, so I thought I'll drop it down to a half marathon instead, which it's only a couple of miles, so that's fine. We're at 2.41 miles into this half marathon, and yes, I felt a bit stiff when I started, but after those first couple of miles, feeling much better. So the pace today will be a lot less than the marathon. Obviously, it'll probably be between 10 and 10.5 minute miles. I didn't plan to run that fast in the marathon, but I was feeling good and I got the results and I came 9th out of 30. So, you know, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. I was 8th in my gender, 9th overall. I was 1 minute behind 8th place and I was 2 minutes behind 7th place. So I cannot argue with that whatsoever. Really pleased. So yeah, last week ended up being 42 miles, which is the longest I've gone so far in this training program. So it really is starting to get serious now. This week will be slightly less than that because it's the week after the marathon, but next week we'll be pushing on again. So yes, week 12, we're here. Week 12, 4 weeks to go till the 50k. I can't believe we're only 4 weeks out. But don't worry, it won't be the end of the journey. It's actually only the very beginning. We've got lots coming up after that. The QE Country Park Midnight Marathon in July. I can't remember the name of it now. Did it last year. Another trail marathon in October. And then Clarendon Marathon in October. And then in December, the Endurance Life Marathon in Dorset, which is the one I failed to finish last year. So I've got some demons to slay in that one. But yeah, plenty to do, plenty to record. So we did the 13 miles today. I'm just out in my local woodland, keeping it really local today. It's beautiful around here though, so no complaints. Get that done. And then at the end we'll talk about what I've got on for the rest of the week. But for now, see you in the woods. 6.31 miles. I thought it'd be a good time to have a full debrief on the marathon on Sunday. So I finished in 4:13 obviously, but my elapsed time, which is what the chip on my number was counting, was 4 hours 19. That's obviously because I was stopping at the feed station. The last stop at the feed station, I spent about 3 minutes filling up my water bottle. So whilst the moving time was 4:13, my actual elapsed time was 4:19, and that's also the official time as well. So no problem with that. 6 minutes is nothing on a marathon. The stoppages. So what did I not do well? I probably did go too fast. I ran on how I felt rather than be strict on the time, which is fine to do, but if I look back and think conserving energy more, I probably should have just stayed at 10-minute miles, but that's if I'm being ultra critical. What else I didn't do too well? I probably relied a bit too much on the feed stations rather than sort my own fuel out. So I've got my tailwind here, so one of these should have lasted about half the race, and then I had another bag of it to top up halfway through, but I was relying on the food and the Coke and stuff at the feed station too much. I should have stuck to my game plan in terms of the fueling. Didn't mean I didn't fuel very well, it just meant it's not what I'm used to, and I could be in a race where I don't have as many fuel stations, and so I should be practicing that really more. So that's the two things that I think didn't go too well. However, the things that did go well, I'm very strict when it comes to pacing, so if I know I'm going to want to run 10-minute miles, usually anyway, then I'll stick to that 10-minute miles and try not to go slower than that. Don't mind going a bit faster, but I'll always try and stick to at least that time. And whilst I had 10-minute miles in my mind on Sunday, I was a little bit more relaxed, which is the right thing. So when I was walking the big hills, my estimated lap time was going up to like 11 and a half minutes, but I wasn't letting that bother me as much. And that's a positive for me. I need to try and get into that frame of mind that when I'm running these long endurance races, what I'm getting every mile isn't going to matter. As long as I'm stopping regularly, fueling regularly, eating regularly, and walking a majority of the big hills, that's what's important. And yes, it was only a marathon, but I still need to get that frame of mind for those sorts of races. Anything else I did well? Thank you. Sorry. Not racing. I definitely didn't race in the end, because I knew there were people that I was catching on the turnarounds, because I was getting close to them every turnaround, but I didn't let that make me want to push harder. I could have pushed harder at the end. I could have not filled up my water bottle at the last feed station. Those 3 minutes, that would have seen me in 7th place overall. I was only 2 minutes behind 7th, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. So again, I did that well by not actively racing it. And that's how I need to stay for the moment on these big runs. or longer runs. So yeah, overall, happy with the result, happy with the finish. I didn't go too berserk on the pace and the racing, so very pleased overall on the finish. So just under halfway to go now today, keeping it slow, between 10 and 10.5 minute miles. But we'll check in here at the end and we'll chat about the rest of this week. But for now, see you in a bit. Okay, we are at 12.53 miles. About half a mile to go. I am tired now, definitely, but that is absolutely to be expected considering I only ran a marathon 2 days ago. So, but I'm pleased to get through it. On the whole, I'm feeling pretty good. So, rest of the week, we've got a nice 6 miler tomorrow, gentle 6 miler tomorrow, recovering from today. Hill session on Thursday night, probably take that one quite easy as well. And an easy 8 miles on Friday, day off Saturday, and then a nice gentle 6 miles to round off the week. And it's going to be about, thank you, it's going to be about a 37-38 mile week, so which is about 5 miles less than the week just gone. So we're still going well, still going strong. Just getting closer, isn't it? Week 12, 4 to go. We'll talk a little bit more about the 50k race in a couple of weeks, strategies, all that sort of stuff. So, but for now, have a great week. Thank you very much for watching, truly is appreciated. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, it feels weird doing YouTube stuff when I'm running, but yes, please do subscribe, please do like the video. Hopefully by the time this video goes out, we'll almost be at 3,000 subscribers. If we're not, please do subscribe, get us over that mark. And I'll see you next week, week 13. I'm not sure what the long run is, but possibly 16 or 18 miles, but who knows. We'll do what we got to do. Have a great week. Bye bye.